Wait, action. Action.
Yes.
Okay. Don't talk to us
Too much.
Yeah.
Yes. Action. 20 August 21.
In the morning of 20 August 2025, here at Flamboyant Hotel, we arranged our journey to Chivi with the 5 geologists, including Mr. Shoko, Mr. Craig,
Francis,
Mr. Shoko, Mr. Craig, Mr. Francis, Leo,
and your honorable.
Yes, and myself, Honorable Horoa. We discussed about how we were going to actually, how we were going to Chivi Mountains. And they said, no, we are going in front. And then they actually left. We were waiting for the official from the Ministry of Mine. As we were waiting for the official from the Ministry of Mine, they left. And when he arrived, we followed them. But we followed them behind. They had already gone. But when we got to Chivi Mountains, which is Border Munaka, they were not there. Unfortunately, they told me before that they were going to Shavani. Whether they had gone to Shavani or not, but they were not at Chivi Mountains. And when we got to Chivi Mountains, we met a young woman who actually told us that there was a lot of gold along the mountains of Chivi, and they are the ones who also benefited. She actually showed us the one bike which was bought by the money which was actually extracted from the mountains. So the people were there. Some were actually doing their mining as usual, but the rest of the people, some had gone for the beer drinking. But at the beer drinking, this is when they told us that we survive from the mountains, from the gold which is coming from the mountain. That's the way they were surviving. But they wanted also assistance of the machines to make sure that they will be doing the same mining with the machines rather than doing it manually. So these people were quite impressed by their expression of the way they saw from the mines, because they said, no, the mine will take us not less than almost 100 years while we are still mining at the mine. So we were so excited. We stayed with them, and some of them actually expressed themselves through the video, and which we are going to send you. From there, we were told that we haven't seen those 5 geologists anywhere near the mountains. So we proceeded to the mountains. We went almost halfway, then we saw that they were never to be seen. And as a result, we interviewed a lot of people, and they were telling us that a lot of people are they earn their living from those mines, from the mountains. And we told them that the president, that's what the president wants. He wants everybody to be employed. He wants everybody to enjoy with their families, provided they are working in the mountains. And we don't leave anyone behind. We want everybody. We want to work together. And as we are here, we have got the evangelist Racha Mawire, who is actually preaching about the word of God and telling them that she wants people who would work hard for their families to survive. Thank you.
Yes, in me, I also just want to comment that we are very glad that Honorable MP, Member of Parliament, he even arranged a party for the chiefs and they welcomed us. And in the morning at Flamboyant on the 20th of August, I saw him phoning the chief there, and he had been given people who were going to welcome these geologists who did not appear in the Chivi Mountain. He had done all his phone, and Honorable MP, he was supposed to go to another trip, but he cancelled it. He cancelled it, saying that I must go with these delegates. So myself, I was very close with these white guys. I was very, very close. Because this is Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is open for business.
Correct.
And the Africans are the one in charge of the minerals. And the more person I was also disgusted with is Dr. Shoko, because he's an African. But he left his car. Instead of being in his car, he went into their car. So I don't know why he was not supporting something which is in Zimbabwe. Yet he's a Zimbabwean. He was a professor at University of Zimbabwe. But right now, they didn't go to the site at Chivi Mountain. They are in Kwekwe. But he's Kwekwe Mashingo. He himself. I'm very close with Dr. Shoko because he was not supposed to behave like that. He's an African, he's a Zimbabwean. These ones I can say they are racialists because they are white guys. What about Dr. Shoko? He's an African. That was very bad. To sell his name for money, that was very bad. He should have stuck to his African by getting into his own car. Right now, he should not have asked these guys to go to Gweru instead of going to the site. He should have convinced them that the law, he has breached the contract. Because in his contract, he's saying that Mashingo, 200 gold claims in Mashingo to do consultant work. But why did he go to Belinda? Is his contract to Gweru, to Belingwe? Is his contract talking about Belingwe? The contract, I saw it, my uncle sent it from UK, from USA. It's saying to do 200 gold claims in Mashingo. Yes, and he was paid 7,500 US to do the geological work for Mashingo province. Why did they go to Belinda? That's what I want to hear from him, Dr. Shoko. Why did he go? Is his contract talking about Belingwe? Is it talking about Belingwe? Is it talking about Belingwe? That's what I want to know from Dr. Shoko. He has breached his contract. Because when you are married to a person, you must stick to one husband. That husband can sue you when he sees you with another man. That's what Dr. Shoko has done. It's the same like prostitution. That's what he did. But it's not supposed to be done by a professional person who is very educated and who is a Zimbabwean. These are the people the president doesn't want. Long back, we used to call them sellouts. Yes, these are what we call sellouts. Because they now are partnering with Europeans instead of partnering with Dr. Huruva to make sure that this community of Mashingo is what? Improved. Yes. These white guys, they stay in South Africa. Some stay in Portugal. They are not Zimbabwean. But you, Dr. Shoko, why did you behave this? Why did you do this prostitution? That's what my question is. These whites, I can forgive them. They are racialists and they are from South Africa. What about our own black person? That's what I have.
This is Mnyarad Manyani.
Mechanic
by profession. I'm here with Evangelist Mawire at Flamboyant Hotel. We've been on an expedition I'm doing here. Just now assistant work, like I'm driving here to the mountains since this an off-road. And we had a convoy of cars, so I'm doing checks on cars and also driving all the way on all ways. So thank you.
My name is Tino Surua. First of all, I want to thank Honorable Rua and our evangelist Mawere for employing and our young youth as myself. I want to thank you for that. This is called empowering the youth.
Yes.
For us, we woke up early in the morning yesterday, visiting the Chivi Mountain on the 20th August, and today is the 21st of August. Yesterday, early in the morning, we were supposed to be accompanied by the geologist to Chivi Mountains for our site visit for gold. Apparently, they weren't available, sadly. But as we heard, they were supposed to be there with us to visit the site and acknowledge exactly for their contract was written for them to see the site visit in Masvingo province. Sadly, this is very disappointing for us, the youth and the elderly.
How can elderly people cheat people?
Exactly. For us, the youth, we are very disappointed.
You know, very disappointing.
For us, we're supposed to get knowledge about the mountains, learn about gold. As a geologist, they were supposed to teach us.
Yes.
It was very disappointing.
Yes, this young guy was going to climb in the mountain with them, learning things from them. Especially Dr. Shoko, who was a professor at UZ, he would learn a lot of things. When the geologists, that's what they do. They take samples and then they go with the samples to the lab. He was going to learn. Now he has learned that although people are old, they can cheat.
Yes.
It's cheating. How can you be? Your contract says Masvingo and you are in Belingwe. Why? That's very bad. We must impart it to these young guys good things, not bad things.
So this was very disappointing.
Very.
Because it was supposed to lead us to the future.
Yes,
now
you will be employed.
It feels like we're stuck again where we started.
Now I want to talk, the solution we are now going to do is, from now 21 August, we are going to the Ministry of Mines and we are going to hire another set of geologists, and these are going to be coming from government and we pay them. They are going to do our site in Bikita. Then they do the geological work in Chivi. They also produce a bankable report. Then the owners of the company are going to compare who is telling the truth. These white guys led by Dr. Shoko, our African, and these government geologists. That's our solution.
Okay.
We are working with our own local people. That's why we are now proving that these white guys, we won't work with them. Because if it was because I was born again and they were here, going was to clap someone. Yes. They are very stupid because they think their color is more important. We were all created by God. Yes. And we are here to improve Africans in Zimbabwe. That's why Honorable went to war, to fight these white guys. Because they think they are more important than the Africans. That's why we have independence in Zimbabwe. We took 1980. We celebrated ourselves through the comrades. They went to war to fight these things. It's very bad. Because this is Zimbabwe. It's an African country. And you now want to deprive the Zimbabweans of their work. Now you have proved that whether you are white, you are very crooked. We are going to take black geologists. They are going to do the same mountains. And they are going to tell the truth and shame the devil. And there is no belt. There is no belt. There is no belt. What? We are going to prove you that there is a belt through our African geologists.
That's why
I don't know why this Dr. Shoko was a sellout. Now we are going to take other geologists in Zimbabwe who are going to prove that Chivi has a belt of gold to mine until Jesus comes.
Yes.
Wumba has got a belt to mine until Jesus what? Comes. And we are going to be multi-billionaires in Zimbabwe. And we are going to employ you whites. You are going to come here doing what we want. That's what you are going to be doing. I have declared.
Then, Honorable, also one question. The president normally talks about the country is built by its own people, prayed by its own people, evangelized by its own people. So I want you to have your own say. Since we're going to put our very own local geological to do that work, so I want you to have your own say based on that mantra. It's built by its own people, prayed by its own people, evangelized by its own people.
Yes, so the president says all the time that we should actually work together. We should actually do all these things as Zimbabweans. We want to make sure that his mantras of not leaving anyone behind. We want to work with everyone. We want equality. We want to make sure that Zimbabwe is going to be developed by its own people. It's going to be ruled by its own people. Yes, not from outside. That's why we are now employing the Zimbabwean geologists. Yes, at our work with Zimbabwean geologists.
And for your own information, we had a party for chiefs. And we are going to have another party before we start operation, where we are going to have the sub-books, the headmen, and the whole community, the church everyone will participate at that part. Because when we start operations, we are going to employ the people in the community. When we start operations, we are going to improve the lives of the people in the community. And we are not living the community like the Chinese.
Yes.
We are not doing the Chinese. We are going to bank money here in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
We are not taking money to China. We are going to bank it in Zimbabwe. We are going to build hospitals in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
We are going to pray for Zimbabwe. We are going to do everything for Zimbabweans, not Americans or whites.
And we are going to market our gold here.
Yes, we are going to market our gold here.
Yes.
Our gold is international.
And
It's
our
one of
money,
the best.
our money is going to improve its value.
Yes.
It will be 1 to 1 US.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we normally heard about sanctions, we don't have market outside. Through those white countries,
Yes.
we don't have. So I believe through this, we
Yes.
can actually
we will export it to
improve.
countries which are
Yes.
African.
Yes.
Yes.
We will trade with those who love us.
Yes.
And we will continue. Let's forget about sanctions. What is sanctions to us?
Nothing.
We work for ourselves.
Yes.
We rule ourselves.
And we improve ourselves.
We improve ourselves and families.
Yes, our roads are going to be constructed.
That's why
we are
we
going
are
to
not
build
going to
hospitals,
leave it. Yes.
hotels. Yes.
Yes.
That is Zimbabwe for you. Because God has plans for Zimbabwe.
Yes.
He says, I know the plans I have for Zimbabwe, for president, our own president.
Yes.
Plans of good and not of evil, to give Zimbabweans a future and an expected end, to make them billionaires, to build good houses, because they will be rich, their children will be employed, their graduates will be employed in these mines. So I don't want to hear someone saying there's no belt and you are a white. What? There's no belt.
Yes, the geologists actually did their work. They proved that there is gold.
Now we are employing the white African geologists, and they are going to prove that the same mountains is gold. Yet this white have said there is no
Gold.
so that they won't employ our Zimbabweans.
So evangelists, are you still going to continue to preach? They say this thing gets to work. Of course, it's going to work. Okay. People will get employed. They will get jobs. And you personally, are you still going to preach to them? Like come to them every Monday, give them a sermon?
Yes, myself. After making them to be employed, I'm going to preach to them. A lot of people are going to be born again. They will be delivered from various spiritual demons.
Yes.
Everyone will hear my word and they will come to Jesus. Yes, because I will have empowered them. I will tell them it's Jesus who have made you to have gold now, to bring investors. It's God because he wants you to be rich because your country has a lot of minerals. That's why my uncle in the States is bringing investors here. The first week of September, we are having investors.
Yes.
These people who have lied, they are going to cry themselves. Could we wish we had never done that? Because they shall see the same thing they said it won't work, but it's going to work.
Yes.
Because first week of September, investors are coming. My Sekuri is bringing investors to invest in Mashingo and Zimbabwe at large.
Yes.
So that is the God we worship.
Thank you. Then, Honorable, I heard those guys at Chivi who had 14 there. They have this mantra, chete chete, comrade chete chete. I believe it's something that brings solutions to the problems that we have, especially in this phase where we are now. So, just a final say on that.
Yeah, in Chivi, I've been in Chivi as the MP of Chivi. They know me as Chete Chete because because I work with them. I've been with them. they also respect the work which I did with them, the work I am doing with them, and we will continue. And we don't want to leave anyone behind. We want everybody to be rich. We want everybody to look after his family. We want like what the president is saying all the time, that you don't leave anyone behind. Let's all work together. Let's all be rich together. Let's all pray together. Let's all rule our country together, like what the mantra was the president of this country, who is Dr. Emerson Munaka.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
Pane mamwe mavhidhiyo ataitorwa nezuro saka izvozvi taakutozvitumira